Hi everyone, I hope you're doing okay. I want to show you how to make this cute little Valentine banner. I've got a lot to show you, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing you're going to want are some of the jewel shapes. Let me just show you quickly how I made a jewel. This is just a half of a file folder. So I'm going to go around that hexagon and then extend this side of the hexagon out. Now you have a jewel. So that's how I make my jewels. These are made from 1.5 inch hexagons. I made my template from a 2-inch hexagon. So the first thing we're going to want to do is to go ahead and show you how to baste your hexagon, or I'm sorry, your jewel. Now I typically want to finger press around all the sides first, right? Then I'm going to take my needle and thread start between the paper and the corner and just do a couple of stitches there. Keep going around, folding where you've already finger pressed. Of course, it only takes a few seconds to baste one of these. And just keep going around. I know the long side can get a little bit tricky, but it doesn't need to. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little bit closer to the outer edge on my next stitch, and I'm just going to grab the fabric, and then I'm going to go back here to the corner, and I wrap it around and I press it really hard and tight. That makes a good point. Do this a couple of times there. And if you want to finish off by going to the first stitch, you can, but you don't need to. So that's how you're going to baste your jewel shape. Now let me show you how to put together the actual hearts. So what you're going to need are 4 of the jewel shapes. You will baste those together so that you end up with 2 hearts. And then you're going to lay those hearts together. And then baste down one side so that when you open it up, it actually looks like a butterfly, and I think that's really cute. So you're going to fold that together. Now this side is already basted, so you'll baste all the way around using your whip stitch and stop right here and then come down here and do about a 1/2 inch on this side. And what you're doing is leaving yourself an opening. So this one here, you can see I have done a little bit here, and I still have to baste this. This one here, I've actually sewn all the way around. So the next step on this would be to take out the papers. So once I've taken out the papers, I'm at this step right here. And the next thing I want to do is to be able to turn it. This bulk from these tails will get in my way, so let me go ahead and just trim those down. You don't have to, but you do want a pretty point when you turn that through. So then you're just going to start with this hole and just start working that all the way through. And then once you kind of get that through, you're going to work on all the little points and get the points so that they're nice and sharp. So here's one that I've almost finished. I'm going to pull that point out a little bit because I want it to look like a heart. And then of course the points here. And I'm just grabbing with my needle a little bit of the fabric and just kind of pulling it forward. You can push from the inside too if you'd like. And yes, you can see my stitches. It is handmade and I'm not ashamed. Okay, so we're right here. The next thing you want to do is take some stuffing, start stuffing this until you get it a little squishy. You don't want it stuffed so much that it's hard. You definitely want it squishy so that it still shows its shape. Let's see. And what you're going to do is just a whip stitch to close it. So you'll just come over here. I'm going to start on the inside. Black would probably be a better color for this, but I have red out, so we'll use red. And just do a little whip stitch all the way down. If you match your thread, it won't show that much. And just go all the way down until you've closed up that hole. And I hope you can see this okay. And then the next step that I have here will be to actually join your heart with your yo-yos. We did make the yo-yos in an earlier video, so if you missed that, just go back and watch. So the way you're going to join this, I know I haven't finished closing this, but the way you're going to join it is you're going to see, okay, so this one is sewn here, so we'll go directly across to right here. Lay that flat. I'm actually going to go through the center of this yo-yo to the edge just to bury my knot inside the yo-yo. Then I'm just going to do a couple of whip stitches here, probably about 4. I think that holds pretty good. 2, 3, let me go ahead and go through the loop, and then 4. So I've got that done. See, it is attached, and you attach these the exact same way. Now to finish this off, just so that it makes my thread end go away, just pull it through and then trim it really close. And that's it. There you go. Won't this be cute on a fireplace mantle? Or even if you have a holiday tree that you keep up year-round. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please feel free to like and subscribe. I can't wait to see your comments and read those. Find me on my Facebook page. And please feel free to share all of the projects you have done on my Facebook page. I can't wait to see them. Thanks and happy sewing.